So part where I want to start line.
Like when I go against people, that
Oh,
and
my calendar, who I go against.
And now introducing your Magic. Starting at power forward at 6'9", number 00, Aaron Gordon. Number 12, forward 6'9" from Tennessee, Tobias Harris. Number 5, guard 6'4" from Indiana. Number 9, center from USC, Vujovic.
Hey, my intro music. Hey.
Number 18, Coleman.
Drop it like it's hot.
Once again, go Orlando Magic.
Go ahead and get into the game.
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. They're looking for a little bit of redemption.
Somebody lost mine. Jill said she had it and then she lost it.
In this one, after the loss to them here last time. They've still got a one-game advantage, but no longer have the momentum.
The
In
first
that game,
three.
they're starting off the season series with 2 straight wins. And a lot of excitement centering around one young player tonight, folks, as we'll be watching a game that marks the first official NBA start from Coleman.
And it may come as a surprise to some people to see him thrown into the fire like this, but I don't have any doubt that he's ready.
Without question, he's ready. And we're going to find out for sure if he's ready. I think he's capable, but you never know how these situations will play out for the player. Sometimes young guys can tense up a little bit, try too hard, and not handle the responsibility that comes with this type of opportunity.
Talk about being one of the all-time great stories in the NBA. This kid goes from being undrafted and fighting for a 10-day contract, and now he's a starter for this club.
It's really a story of a guy starting with nothing in the league and fighting his way onto a team, and those are always really inspirational.
Let's go.
His path to the
The
starting
three.
lineup
Let's
is
go.
hope to everybody
I'm the boy.
playing in or
I'm the
out
only
of
one
the NBA.
scoring. Really?
That could possibly be them someday.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Pairing in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson. Zeller and Johnson are the bigs. And it's Stevenson in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Henderson after the three-pointer from Coleman. Clock at 6. Charlotte no good that time either.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries. Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle. He shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. They set the pick. Walker the pass to Henderson. Outside, Walker kicks to Zeller. Shot to end this cold run. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
Pass to Oladipo. The Hornets pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. You know, but they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed him. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you.
Kemba Walker, quick, got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo
What's your
for easy
team, boy?
baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
That's good from Kemba Walker. And Walker tough to stay in front of, but yet Clark, he's become a great finisher around the rim.
Well, you know, you have to be able to do that at his size. He's listed at 6'1", which I think is really generous. He's more 5'10"-ish, 5'11", and he understands that's an area that he has to continue to expand and add to be the potent offensive player he's capable of being. Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree. I mean, it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavian national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA was set up to play the game.
And Vucevic, a growing celebrity in his native Montenegro, building on his family's basketball legacy.
Yeah, Vucevic, perhaps not a household name yet in the United States, but the way he's begun his career, that may not be the case for long.
Let's go, Vucevic. A shot.
No good on the second free throw.
The main thing there was that he got them a 2-possession lead despite the 1 miss. Now, Cody Zeller out of Indiana, the younger brother of Tyler Zeller, who was drafted in 2012. And Cody at 6'11" played center for the Hoosiers. More of a power forward there at the NBA level.
Now here's Henderson. 14 points from him the last game against
Oh my God, I
Boston.
need to start shooting.
And his work on
They
the
is
glass,
not
certainly
doing nothing.
noteworthy. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Magic leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And his most
Played point guard on his high school going back a few years, so he has the skills to play the 4. He's an underrated athlete too, and I thought that would be the case having watched him at Indiana. I like what I've seen from him thus far. What a night so far for the professor. He already has 9 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Hornets trail by 5. Walker with it. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Boy, Jefferson got really physical on that screen to help set the shot up.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Steve Clifford had a few moments to share with me. He'd like them to concentrate defensively on slowing the game down. There's simply too much speed in their opponent, and to get into a run-and-gun type of game is not to their advantage, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And the basket by Harris.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Now here's Zeller. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Jefferson slams it home for the putback.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, one away to get second chance points.
Yeah, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
So a new...
Let's go, you're up.
My time.
Hey, the amount of time so I can catch up. Oh my God.
So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 1. There's the pick. Vonleh setting the pick for Walker. To the inside. And stolen by Payton. 1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Boy, I like the fact he didn't rush it at all. Fantastic shot.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. All right, well, look at a scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Coleman in at point guard. Fournier and Harris filling out the perimeter. Channing Frye out there with Kyle O'Quinn. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Williams sets a screen for Walker. Williams kicks to Walker and stolen by Frye. 3-on-3. Plays it up and banks it in. Fournier's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Magic.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Walker goes in. Williams. The kick out to Walker. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Magic. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball in that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
And there's the feed to Fournier. Coleman, the pass to Harris. Dishes to Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency, because they aren't usually a big player in that respect.
Now here's Walker. Right now averaging 17 points a game. He kicks it to Henderson. Stevenson outside. Puts up a 3, and he gets it to go. Stevenson's got 5 now.
And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear, small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll. But they are making the most of what they spend now with their analysis, so trying to level the playing field a little bit.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Gordon comes in for Channing Oladipo in for Evan Fournier. Jefferson's checked in for Charlotte. Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for second chance points. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Well, coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Magic leading by 3. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Coleman. Offensive rebound. And it's Gordon missing.
You know, he can be a
first addition to Stevenson. No good. That would have tied it. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Lance Stevenson, the all-time leading scorer in the history of high school basketball in New York State. That's something when you consider, Clark, the great players who came before him.
Yeah, to be at the top of that list says a lot about his high school career. He actually led Lincoln High School to an unprecedented 4 straight city basketball championships. There's a reason his nickname is Born Ready.
Jefferson. That one off the back iron and out. Orlando's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's the professor. Henderson defending. That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. And now it's an 8-point Orlando lead.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Zeller setting the pick for Walker, and it's blocked.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Coleman. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that. Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Gordon checked in for Orlando. Payton comes in for the professor. And then for... So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. And a point of focus has to be offensive rebounding from now on. I'm not as worried about our transition defense as I am about us missing out on second chance points because they are there for us. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
Yeah, he played a very mature.
Charlotte shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Pairing in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson. Zeller and Johnson are the bigs. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward position. Here's the professor. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Here's Coleman. Al Jefferson grabs the miss.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Passes it to Coleman. Hornets with the rebound. Stevenson's got his third rebound tonight. And that one's good by Henderson. And it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
From the top of the key, the shot's good from Coleman. The professor's got 19 points. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
To the middle, got a piece of it. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And he overshot that one, missing.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
For the lead, Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his third rebound tonight. Jefferson on top. He dishes it to Henderson. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, Gerald Henderson is not the most lethal outside shooter, but I really like the way he's learning to move without the ball. He's very opportunistic with his cuts whenever his defender turns his head.
And Henderson most comfortable, it seems, Steve, shooting from the corners.
Yeah, like most players, you know, Kevin, that's the easier shot, 22 feet instead of 23.9. He shot a good percentage from there. Not really a long-range shooter per se, which is why you didn't see him, you know, shoot effectively from the top of the circle or on the wings.
Now here is Harris, averaging 14 points a game, 4 on the shot clock. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Here's Walker. He's got 9. Henderson kicks to Jefferson. There's the bucket. Good. Jefferson's got 8 points.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. They've gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Marvin Williams is checking Charlotte. Well, we don't think of point guards as rebounders necessarily, but here are the ones.
We'll talk about the rebound leaders at the But with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
You know, it definitely sets them apart from most of the other point guards in the league when you can glass eat like that. They've got a little bit of that big man attitude in them, battling in the paint when the shot goes up and feeling like they can get some rebounds too.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is developing his jump shot, but he's got everything else in his game. As Coach Steve Clifford said, first, he's an A1 competitor, and he's one of the few guys in the league that can night in and night out defend primary scorers and make it hard on them. He's team first. He just brings so much to our team. Gentlemen, back to you.
A great energy player, Doris. Thanks. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Feeds to Henderson. The 19-footer is on the money. Henderson's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Coleman. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And it's Walker penetrating. And Zeller kicks to Henderson. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. And that is good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's the professor. 19 points in the game.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Oh! Look out!
Oh, wow! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. And here is Zeller, averaging 8 points a game. Walker's shot is off.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 9, and that is good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
The shot's good from Coleman.
It's a pretty good finish to a very shaky offensive possession.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the
move the ball to get better looks.
It's here. The Magic trailed by 7. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. Ben Gordon out there with Oladipo. And it's Harris in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Another miss by Orlando. Coleman's checked in for Gordon. The Hornets also changing it up. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Biyombo. Henderson comes in for Vonleh. And Walker subbed in for Williams. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And Walker kicks to Henderson, and he jams it with authority.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
Here's the professor. Now the dish to Oladipo. Here's Vucevic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced. I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's Walker. The pass to Stevenson. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Henderson kicks to Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. Walker's shot is off.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
No good from Coleman.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Jefferson. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Coleman. The Hornets pull it in. Stevenson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. It's tipped. Walker. There's 1:34 left in the 4th quarter. He feeds it to Zeller. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he makes both free throws.
Just absolute domination in this one for Zeller. He has 8 points and 1 assist.
Here's the professor. Now here's Oladipo. Here's Coleman. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
He's going to have to find the range. He has not scored in this quarter.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Kemba Walker taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Walker nails both of them. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Charlotte.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
I think they needed this win, guys, if for nothing else than to gain a split in the 4 games of the season series.
You know, that's definitely something. I'm sure it meant a lot to him, not letting a conference opponent get the better of him.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team, and boy, what a game it was for Kemba Walker. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not.
Oladipo, good.
Victor Oladipo.
19 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Outside, Walker. And the professor picks up the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Charlotte, Kemba Walker. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
What the heck was that?
Look it up. It's called basketball.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Al, this was a game where you guys seem to have a distinct advantage inside. How do you evaluate how well the team played as a whole?
We made some mistakes. You know, they made us pay. But we just kept out the ball inside, and, you know, we could outmatch them on the inside. So that's what we did, and we came out with the victory.
We lost. Let's
Hey, Coach, what's shaking, baby?
Too many of these old phones.
Hey, so what'd you think?
I think I was lucky to coach you as a high school player. You are a natural.
Hey, thanks, Coach, but I had a really great teacher.
Oh.
I gotta get to the locker room. It was good seeing you, all right?
All right, I can't wait to see you.
All right, man.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, Eric, you're up.
Any reason you were in such an offensive groove tonight?
I got no explanation. I was fortunate enough to get some good looks and knock them all down, I guess.
You there. Next question.
Your teammates surely can't be happy with how much you had the ball in your hands in the loss tonight. You gonna do anything to change that moving forward?
I really don't know what to say to that. I haven't heard anything. I guess I'll talk to Coach about it tomorrow, but unless he says otherwise, I'm gonna keep playing the way I've been playing.
You?
Yeah, first game as a starter. Feel good?
Yeah, man, it felt great.
Yeah, even though you displaced one of your teammates from the starting lineup?
It's a business, man. I'm just trying to handle mine, all right?
Tell that to the other guy.
Hey, man, the other guy's my brother, all right? I bleed for him, he bleeds for me.
And I think that answers the question. That's all the time we have, folks.
Well, that's... Hold up.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Hey yo, Bo knows this, and Bo knows that.
Yo, remember back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's all the time. That's all the time we have for today for this early broadcast, and I'll see you guys next time.